Everybody knows them and saw them before. Online cookies. But it seems that even if they are well known, only few people have in-depth knowledge of them and really can explain what they are. As online cookies might have always played a role in our daily lives and probably will in the future, we decided to make a journey to discover what it means to be an online cookie and to understand the word a little bit more. Online cookies appear in different forms on our screens. Examples of them are: we use cookies to personalize your website. We use them to enhance your experience. We use cookies to improve our website. Accept advertising ads. About cookies at PostNL. However, many more notifications are available on the internet and slip through our fingers every day. Those notifications appear on our computers, laptops, and smartphones every single day we browse the internet. They inform us that online cookies are being used on the website we like to visit. Thanks to the website owners that they let us know that they are using cookies. But do we really know what those notifications include? Are people able to explain them sufficiently? Or is it just fishing in muddy water? To answer this question, we headed to the city center of Enschede in the Netherlands to ask people of the general public about their opinion regarding online cookies. This is where our journey really begins and where we might find some answers.
I know, but I never read it.
Okay, can you maybe shortly explain?
When I enter a website, I always it's signed up and you have to click on do you accept the cookies, so I always push the button so I can see the websites. Yes.
Can you maybe shortly explain it?
If I come on a website, I need to agree or disagree, and then they can take some information from me, I guess.
Can you shortly maybe explain it?
Okay, if you visit the website, you have to accept the cookies, and then they can get advertisements that are thrown towards you, so you get advertisements that are relevant.
Yes.
Can you maybe shortly explain it?
It's, my understanding is that it is data that is collected by a particular website or post, usually used to remember your details and what you like. And so when you come back to the website later on, you can have your details and your things remembered. That's my understanding.
I know it.
Can you shortly explain that, please?
Actually, cookies are data that are saved more or less by website you visited before, and then they are allowed to use more or less your information for advertising. Mostly I accept them. It's just too much time to read all the things.
I usually do. I don't think twice about it really.
Yeah, totally the same.
Most accept.
As shown in the interviews with the pedestrians on the street, people came across online cookies several times on websites. All of the people we asked usually accept them without really reading them, and some of the interviews could explain cookies superficial. However, cookies are not only data saved by a website or include the Remember Me option, but they bear many other features. So let me shortly explain it to you in more detail. To answer the questions of what are cookies, it can be said that text files are sent from a server of a website to your computer to store the information about you, and by that offering you a personalized experience of the internet. Web servers do not have a long-term memory, but only a temporary memory, which means that they don't remember you when you visit a website several times. But via cookies, the web service is able to do so. This means that every time you visit a website for the first time, a cookie is being sent from the server of the website to your computer's hard drive. This cookie is a text file storing all possible information about you and your behavior on corresponding websites. For example, they store your credit card information for you, so that you don't need to type it in again if you do another purchase on the website. Every time you visit a website, your computer is searched for an already existing cookie of that website, which serves as an ID card to that website. Once found, the information of that cookie is being sent to a server, which then enables the organization to offer you a personalized experience on their website. There are different kinds of cookies. Session cookies are being deleted when you close your browser. They typically will store information in the form of a session identification that does not personally identify you. Furthermore, there are cookies named first-party or third-party cookies. So what do cookies basically do? They store all kinds of different information about you and your behavior on the websites. For instance, your clicking behavior, on which products you click suggested by Amazon, when you pause a video on Netflix, or which ads you are looking while checking your emails. Additionally, cookies store personal information like your name or credit card info if you've provided it before or logged in data. What are the benefits and risks of this architecture? To answer this question, let's ask an expert of the field to give us an appropriate answer. A professional at the University of Twente in Enschede has been asked to give his knowledge and opinion to benefits and risks of online cookies. Danny Anita did a PhD at the UT in information security in a smart environment. He has a background in information systems and electrical engineering. Now he mainly focuses on privacy. He will also answer the question of how damages resulting from cookies can be prevented.
I have a background in information systems and also electrical engineering, and now I'm focusing a lot on privacy. So I'm doing a postdoc also with the UT on privacy of mobile applications. I'm also working with a couple of companies which develop applications to make them more privacy sensitive. There's a few ways. Nowadays you have this do not track option, so you can, I think most browsers have it as a setting, so you can tick it and then basically the browser will tell all websites that you wish to not be tracked. But of course it's up to the website to satisfy that request. Many websites ignore the setting, for instance, so then the only way to prevent to prevent potential damage from cookies is to block cookies completely. So for instance by means of an extension that just blocks all cookies, or for instance allows you to choose which cookies you let the website store on your computer. The cookies have a lot of benefits. So initially cookies were designed as a usability thing. So they were designed to give users all kinds of cool functionality, such as automatic login. So if you log into Facebook or whatever website and you tick the box remember me for 30 days, for instance, that uses a cookie, right? The cookie saves on your PC so that when you go back to the website, the website scans your cookie and knows it's you, so it can automatically log you in without you having to type the password again. Things like shopping cart functionality, where you can store products in your shopping cart and come back later and purchase them, are only possible with cookies as well. So in fact cookies are crucial for the functioning of the internet, at least the Web 2.0 as we know it, or 3.0 as some people call it now. Yes, actually, because cookies essentially are a file that the website stores on your PC. And, well, if the website is malicious, they can use cookies in malicious ways as well. So except for gathering information, but also for performing all kinds of attacks. What's also possible is that if the cookies are not properly designed, then other websites could steal your cookie and use it to log in under your name. So if your computer is infected, for instance, or your browser is compromised, then a malicious attacker could use your Facebook cookie to log into Facebook as if it were you, for instance. And a very simple example. So yeah, there are also security risks, not only privacy risks to cookies. Fortunately, lately there's been a lot of improvement, and you can see that also the GDPR regulatory constraints are coming, and a lot of websites now even allow you to choose which cookies you want. So you can opt out of cookies which you think are a bit privacy insensitive or dangerous. So I think things are getting better, but definitely you should watch out which cookies you accept and from which websites. Well, my personal opinion is that if you're going to see ads, you might as well see ads that are relevant to you. So in itself, I think personalized ads are not evil as a concept, but there's all kinds of things that come with it, which create all kinds of, well, potential privacy issues. Because in order for a website to be able to show you personalized ads, it needs to know a lot of stuff about you. And in order to do that, it uses cookies to track your web history. And okay, the company needs your web history to determine your taste, to determine the ads. But by knowing your web history, it knows a lot of stuff about you that maybe you're not comfortable with a single company knowing. And the way, for instance, Google works is that basically Google figured out that if you ask a lot of websites to store the same cookie, then you, as a Google, can track every website that a single user has been on. So basically what AdSense does is have billions of websites with the Google Pixel or Google Tracker in it. And by using that, they can basically know your entire web history. And I think I don't have to explain why a company knowing every website you've ever been to and everything you've ever clicked on each website, every button you clicked, every link you visited, every photo you looked at, they know it. So I think that's actually has a lot of privacy implications. One of them is obvious, as profiling. Right, companies can build quite accurate profiles of you, often with things that you maybe don't even know about yourself. There are these famous stories about Amazon predicting that women are pregnant before they even knew it, and so on. And to mention that data is valuable, and there's few right now legal constraints, so there's few things stopping a company like Google from selling this data to whoever wants to buy it. So again, personalized ads on their own are not that bad, but the steps that have to be taken to provide you with those personalized ads raise a lot of privacy questions.
So a lot of information was provided by a professional. There might be the question if the best solution to prevent harm caused by online cookies is by deleting them all. Is that even possible? The answer is yes, and we will shortly show you how to take action. When you open your browser, head to Settings. You will need to scroll down all the way and click on Advanced to see further settings. In the settings for privacy and security, the settings for cookies can be found under Content Settings. Click on it and we'll redirect you to the cookie settings. Here, we can block third-party cookies and delete single cookies, or remove them all at once. As cookies are part of our daily lives, we would never be able to erase them for good, even if they cause damages. They are still very useful, for instance, to handle all the passwords we need to remember, and to shop all the websites we visit in a comfortable way. However, online cookies, even if they sound very nice, bring a lot of risk with them, and can be very dangerous by causing a lot of damage in the cyberfield. If we, as users, browse through the internet with only a tiny bit of caution and not blindly accept all the cookies that might endanger our safety and privacy, we are one step closer to get our private lives back and not lose it to all those ones and zeros out there in the infinite universe of the internet. Our journey on Earth will always go on, but we should not place our life in the hands of destiny, but take action.